just in case, there's one timeout, and I can take whenever I want the timeout.
Between the racks, of course. Yeah. Okay. 5 minutes.
Okay, yeah.
Can we start?
Well, hello and good evening, everybody. Welcome. Thanks for joining. This is the final match of day 2. We are here in the Netherlands, in Assen, for the Predator EuroTour and the Predator Dutch Open. And we are going to finish on an absolute classic match here against Evo Arts from the Netherlands, against Victor Zalinski from Poland. Both these players are, I could say, probably a veteran of the EuroTour. Been playing for many, many years, both juniors and men's. Victor has a little bit more of a stronger CV, winning multiple EuroTours. Evo, I believe his best is quarterfinals. So still trying to find that win and go a bit deeper, but very, very strong Dutch player, winning medals. And will be a good match, no doubt. It's 9-ball. Raced to trying to 11. That. We are in the last win 32. And go a bit deeper, but very, very strong. Graham, Dutch player, and winning medals. You through the twists and turns of this match. I've no doubt we will have some. But one thing is for sure, they're both pretty quick players. So I don't expect them to hang around too much if the balls are there. It's an alternate break format. Both players having 2 breaks each, and then switching back and forwards until somebody is the winner. And we have a 3-point rule as well, which means you will need to make 3 points on the break for it to be classed as legal. And you make those points by pocketing balls. You get 1 point for pocketing a ball and 1 point for getting a ball past the break line. So long as you make a combination of 3 points, everything is good. And already Zalinski taking advantage of that dry break from Evo. Left a shot on the one, and this is the kind of level you've come to expect at the EuroTour, especially once you get to these stages. Oh, he hasn't got this one though. Didn't catch that well. Just don't think he got enough draw on that shot with the new tables and the new cloth. Slight misjudgment there. He does have a bank. Depends if he wants to be aggressive early on. Does have a good safety behind the 9 as well, which he's choosing. It's a bit pacey maybe. Good 8 ball and a good cue ball though. This is a little bit nasty. Nowhere to really hide. So he's going to have to either put the 8 ball on the side rail maybe. Looks like it's tight on the top cushion as well, which means the bank is probably not on as well. That's why he went for the back bank. Hasn't worked out. Could do with it rolling a little bit more. Oh, I don't know. Has it rolled enough to cause a problem for Victor? I don't know if it has. I think he might just be okay to drop this in, avoid the middle pocket. Yeah, he used the rail there to help him. So, good safety shot. Gets him the first rack. And the first break of Evo's break, if you like. But Evo will have a second break. Yeah, so we're down to the last 32. From tomorrow we'll be kicking off, obviously, the last 16 to a finish. And the women's will also be starting tomorrow. And that'll be a finish on Sunday. Got a lucky ball in the side. Tried to get the 1, didn't make it, or the wing ball, but the 4 ball found its way in. And that will do. Yeah, you've seen it got a little bump in the side. But that's how it goes. And the 2 ball, I think, goes past the 8, so pretty good chance here if you can just hold the cue ball. He decided to come across. Maybe he had a bit too much angle. That's okay, because the 3 ball is up table. Five, 6 and the 7 all pretty close. Could do with a bit more speed. It's got a bit of angle, so 5 ball does go in the bottom left and the bottom right. From a position point of view, maybe the bottom right could be more favourable, but just depends on the pace. Yeah, he's played that well. Try and bring the cue ball somewhere back where it is now would be ideal. A little bit soft. Could have done with a couple more rolls just to make it that bit more straightforward. I think you can still avoid the 7. Yeah. Pretty good angle here. You can top spin this through. I decided to play 3 rails, so he had a bit more angle. How's the pace? It's not bad. He's also got a little bit of angle as well, so great shape here. To answer straight back with a break and run. Slightly overcut the 8, but held it. That'll work. 2 quick racks. Makes the points in the balls, but doesn't get a look at the 2. Maybe just an edge. No, this will be a push out. Pushing down the table isn't going to do him much favours. Maybe he might try to put something safe. Yeah, I think that's a smarter option. He's still kind of passing the control back to Evo. Could be in trouble here if he can get some cover. 8 balls looking very nice. Does he get there? Well, that was a great pot, and a nice little nudge on the 5 there. Gives him a shot on the 3. I think he can also draw enough just to avoid the 8. So if he can come a couple of rails around for the 4, and you can see it does go in the corner. Well, he went straight into the 8, so tried to play off the 8. Hasn't worked out too bad, but makes the 4 a little bit more tricky. Yeah, that's a nice shot. Nice angle here as well, just to come around the side of the 9. Yeah, this is what you see at this level. Both players pretty fast when the balls are there. Don't need to hang around. Solid stuff so far from both players. Break and run and a couple of nice run-outs. Slight edge to Zalinski. I don't expect to be much in this game. I think it'll all come down to the break for me. Both players are super strong in the balls. It's all going to come down to probably who breaks best. I thought the cue ball was drifting in, but it stuck up. Didn't make a ball. Don't think he's left much on. Maybe the 1 might still snick in the side, but I don't think so. So he'll be looking for a safety option. Try and get some cover. And that's a pretty good shot. Keeps it tight, puts Victor in some trouble. Surely not. Oh my goodness. It's an absolute monster roll. Was a bit of a hit and hope. And it's worked out incredibly well. Half chance of this one in the side. Oh, very unlucky. Maybe a little roll for Evo there. The one is potable. However, don't know if the two does go in the corner. Maybe a combo could be an option. Yeah, that's what he's thinking. It's an interesting one, this, because he could play a dead weight combo. Because the two ball is going to move to the right side of the table. But it's a little bit thin, so I don't know if he can hold the two low enough to have a shot. He might play this with a little bit of pace, get it over the middle or something. He's just giving it a bit of a hit and hope here. Spin might take it round. Oh wow. Another absolute monster roll, that I have to say. It's also nice because he can run through for the three. Now all of a sudden this rack has gone wide open. A couple of big rolls here from Zalinski. It's hard enough that he doesn't really miss much. It's not the best shot though. Might have to come around the six. Possibly even play it in the same bag as the five. Or put some juice on it. Go all the way around. Yeah, that's what he's tried. It's a great shot. Very well played. I mean, all he had to do was make the five. He'd be very unlucky not to have been on the six. But as expected, taking these well. Might be stretching over the 9 a little bit here. He's okay. More than fine. That was a funny rack. I have to say, I think Evo was a little bit hard done by there. Played a good safety shot at the beginning from a dry break from Zalinski. Didn't really have much on. Kept it quite tight. Picked up with a bit of a hit and hope. Ended up locking up Evo. And then after he made the one, played a combo and had a nice bit of a roll on the two, and the rest was history. But that's the nature of 9-ball. You have to take the rolls when they come, because they can quickly go the other way. So Evo now with a couple of breaks. He gets that one in, makes the point, and he's going to have a shot on the two. 4 needs to move. Yeah, that's a good break. He has options. There you see. One on the side, and the 2 balls going up past the break line. 3's in a little bit of a funky spot. He manages to execute that well, give him a chance to go around a few cushions up table for the 4. How's the pace? Could do with a little bit more. Yeah, nice. And the 5's there waiting, and you can see where the 6 and the 7 are lined up pretty nice for a stop shot. Like I said, this match is all going to be about the breaks for me. And as long as Ivo can keep battling with break and runs, he's going to keep the pressure on Zalinski. That's another break and run for Ivo. Gets him back to within one. He's still got another break to go. This is what you have to do at this level. Try to keep your opponent in the chair. Oh, that's unlucky. Very unlucky. It's a legal break. He makes the one. Only gets one ball above the head string. If that 5 had just dropped, there you see the 1 on the side and everything kind of kissed. If you look at that 5 ball, it was probably just a millimetre roll away, and then Ivo would have had that 2 to 8 combo. It can all be about fractions this game. A chance for Victor here. Wonder if the 3 does go on the side. Gives him an option. If not, he can draw it up the table. Yeah, you see there, good angle. You can see it flies in the middle, so not the best angle. He could have to draw this maybe under the 4, unless he can punch it and go above. Let's see what he does. Yeah, he didn't have the best angle, so he has to come down. Still should make this really. Well, he's going to be leaning over the 8 ball here, I think. Quite possibly. Bit of a stretch, extension on his cue. It's a bit of a thinner 6 ball than he would have liked. This is definitely a tester. Plays it well. How's the cue ball? Needs it to run. It's not bad. Very good shot. Yeah, making quick work of these balls. Looking to punish Ivo again from an unsuccessful break. Extends his lead 4 racks to 2, and now he has the pleasure of his own breaks. See if he can get something going. Maybe a couple of scores from the other tables just while the balls are being racked. Anything notable? Yannick Pongas from the Netherlands is 4-0 down against Dennis Laskowski. That one's going a bit quick. Alvaro Kanonge is 4-1 up against Jan van Leerup, another Dutch player. A few other matches. All the last 32 underway at the moment. Mark Bijsterbosch is already on 6-2 versus Lapotko. So quite some matches already in good flow. But back to this one. Still quite a way to go. Makes a couple of balls. Nice shot on the 2. Yeah, this looks ominous on this one. The 4 definitely goes, and it's right next to the 5. So there you see the 1 in the side and the wing ball. 2 gets a little bump and then gets another bump. The only ball that could pose a problem would be the 7 ball maybe, but where the 5 ball is, it's kind of a good connector. So this is a fantastic chance to extend his lead very quickly. 2 reels maybe. Go into the line of the 4. 4 and the 5 pretty much holding hands, so yeah, like I said, the connection to the 5 to the 7 was very nice. Yeah, I think if you can really make that 1 ball and that wing ball, you're then all of a sudden playing 7 ball and the table just opens right up. Seen that quite a bit today. Obviously it's the less balls on the table, the more chance you have to run them. Yeah, all the balls were sitting quite nice there, to be honest. Just about composure. And as we've seen already, Victor's feeling good. So another break, he'd be looking to do it again. Watch that 1 ball in the side, the 8 ball as well, 2 balls again, 3 balls maybe. Wow, that's incredible. 4 balls off the break. Evo probably smiling. Maybe not. What a break. Absolute monster. I thought it was 4 balls off the break, but there's 1 sitting right over the bottom corner, hiding there right in the jaws of the pocket. So 1 good shot to get on the 3 here. Needs it to run. Bit in between, 50-yard line. I think he can still hold it. Yeah, he can quite comfortably. He's just caught the point a little bit. He's just killed the cue ball, so you might have to play this 6 in the side. Just run it forward. Maybe he's putting a bit more juice on this. Let's see. Trying to get it off the rail, that's why. Played it well. That'll work. Could even just play a stop shot or run it through, depending how the 7 ball looks. Yeah, he's just stunning it through a little bit. Yeah, this is great stuff. Very solid from Zalinski. In fairness, I don't think Evo's done a great deal wrong. Zalinski running both his racks there, really turning the screw on Evo after his dry break. Or his illegal break, I should say. So a 3 rack punishment. And that's how this game can go. Back to, I said, just millimeters in this game. And if that 5 ball, I think it was, if that dropped for Evo, could have made all the difference. But it didn't. And Zalinski punished and then ran 2 racks. So these next 2 for Evo are big. Makes the 1. Where's the cue ball going? So the break is fine. Just have a look at the 2, but it's not straightforward. Where the 3 ball is, it's not ideal. Let's just try and get some cover here. Needs it to run. Great shot, that. Absolutely perfect. It's exactly what he played behind the 4. This is really tough to get out of as well. Doesn't have any side rails, so you'll have to go up to the top rail. Given that it's really tricky to hit, I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to mess up some balls. This is really, really tough. Yeah, maybe he's going to try and go for it. Top rail, side rail. 3 rails, catch it from behind maybe. Wow, he's potted it. Goodness me, what a kick that was. That's as hard as they come. High tariff kick shot. Yeah, he's put it close to the pocket, but what an incredible kick that was. I think it's on the rail as well, so this is not straightforward. There you see, he had a little bit of a roll there. Good kick shot, but so it deserved potentially some fortune, but he left it on the rail, which just makes those cuts a little bit more difficult. So a thin edge on this too. No, he's lost the cue ball though. Just a safety shot here, I think. Surely he's not thinking about any bank. Might try Evo in a similar spot with the cue ball. Behind the 4 could be an option. All about pace control. He went to go the other way. Focused on the 3. Maybe try to put him on the bottom side of the 4 with humpback cueing. Evo does have a 2 rail kick shot here. The 3's far enough off the table. Long rail, short rail. Try and catch that 3 full behind. Leave the cue ball where it is. Yeah, it's not bad. He's going to put it over the side though. Yeah, he's not having the best of run at the moment. Is Evo. Don't think the 5 goes past the 6 ball, so that means position of the 4 is very important on where he goes down for the 5. So let's see. Doesn't want to be totally straight. He might be. Can he pinch the pocket a little bit and try and draw it down towards the 6 ball? Yeah, he's got a little bit of angle. Oh, how about this for a shot? Wow. On a dime. Got the cue ball on a string. Because the 5 didn't go on the bottom right, he had to be perfect. Let's play a bit of a stop shot here maybe. Keep it low. Doesn't want to be straight on the 7 here, so needs to make sure he's got a bit of angle. How's the pace? Needs it to bounce. And it does. Just going to run this forward off a couple of rails. And Zalinski punishing Evo again. So Zalinski extending his lead 7-2. This match is slowly slipping away from Evo. Of course, it's still 2-11 and there's plenty pool left in this match, but 5 rack lead with 2 racks of an alternate break. He makes a ball. Is he going to get a shot on the 1? I think so. It's not a bad break. Bit of a thin one, but you can try and just pull this into the centre of the table in between the 3 and the 8. That would be kind of a nice position to get to. It's not bad. Might have to come under the 8 ball here, depending how much angle he has. Now he could go in between, so that's good. One more good shot here to get on the 6 and a good way to get back up for the 7. How's the pace? It's going to be pretty straight going the other way. Can you punch this across, or does he have to come back to the centre of the table? Yeah, he's just going to take it from a bit more distance. He's overrun that a little bit, but it's not so bad because you can run it off 3 rails and come around for the 9, so it's not, he hasn't gone too far. That's a big problem. Oh, Evo. That's a bit of a big miss there. Didn't expect him to miss that one. I don't think that was pressure either. I think he just took his eye off that. And that's a freebie. Can't afford to give freebies when you're 7-2 down. Unfortunately, it's going to hurt big time. Yeah, any kind of freebie at this level is more than welcomed. So, can Vic that repeat what he did just a short moment ago? He'd love to get at least one break and run would be ideal. If he can get 2, then he's already on the hill. That would be his objective. He makes the ball and the points. Where's the 3 going to end up? Well, the big question is, does it go down the rail? I don't know if it does. Past the 4. Made the 1 and the 2. Let's see. He might sneak past the 4. It's hard to tell. Maybe. No, he's playing safe. Really turning the heat on Evo. This is also very awkward to hit. He can come off 2 cushions, maybe 3. But he needs to hit the 3 with a little bit of pace to try and move it. It's a good hit, but too soft. It's always going to leave them pretty close at that pace. Hasn't left the pot on though. So not a completely bad result. Objective 1 was hit the 3. Objective 2, try not to leave it potable. So just going to try and flick off the edge and find some cover here. Don't think he's going to get it. Or maybe the spin might help him just get past it. He'll take that. I think he was trying to get closer to the 5, but jump shot for Evo here. This is a tough one. It's a good hit. Does he get a result? I think he does. Puts his hand up. Probably the first bit of fortune Evo's had maybe in this match that I can recall. Not to say that you have to have fortune, but
I still have the extension.
It's not difficult to hit because you can maybe have the edge, or you can. Oh, he's missed it. He's trying to catch the edge. Push the 3 to the backside of the 5. So a chance for Evo here. 4, 5 and 6 are a little bit side to side. He's going to have to move the cue ball back and forwards across the table. Doesn't want to be straight. Got a little bit of angle. You might have to put a little bit of juice on this one. It's not the best. Try and spin it over underside of the 6. Watch that middle pocket. Doesn't want to be straight on this either, but the 7's pretty near the centre, so it's not too bad. Just pull it back a little bit. And then the 8 ball is waiting in the bottom right, so Evo making quick work of this ball in hand opportunity. Just trying to hang in there, trying to keep Zalinski off that number 10 on the scoreboard for as long as possible, because you would think chances will come Victor's way. One thing for sure is all Evo can do is try to make as little mistakes as possible and hope that Victor's breaks can let him come back to the table. That's a good break. Makes a couple of balls. He's going to get a shot here. 3. Is that a 3-9 combo? Oh, it's a legal break. Didn't see that. He makes 2 balls. However, no balls came up past the head string, so yeah, it's an illegal break. They're just checking, but it is an illegal break. Yeah, they're asking to check, but it's definitely an illegal break. Not sure what's going on here. Oh, has he taken the wrong break? Was it not Zalinski's break? I think that was the problem. I think they've mistaked, because it was. I think it was Zalinski's break, maybe. Yeah, I don't think. Maybe the 2 breaks each maybe threw Evo off. Just he knew that Victor broke the last rack, so I think he's just gone to the table and broke. But you know, there's no harm. These things happen.
The most stupid rule ever they invented, you know? It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening. Should be pretty straightforward. Yeah, they must be checking something just to make sure. Anyway, all is fine and resolved. Maybe it could work in Evo's favour, because that was an illegal break, and there was an option on the 2-ball, so Victor would have been at the table with an open shot. Maybe this is where the pool gods can turn something around for Evo, because he needs a bit of help. And maybe that break is not the help he needs. The 8-ball might come to the rescue. No. So he does have a shot on the 3. It's a tough shot opening. But Zalinski has those centre pocket and the wire and the corner pocket wired. This is a tester. Oh, absolutely nailed it. What a great shot that was. Wow, this is another very solid break and run, looking like again in danger of repeating what I said earlier at the beginning of this match. It's all going to be about the breaks, and Victor showing us why, Evo laughing. But it wasn't his break, so the right thing to do was to set the balls back up and then let the right person break. It does happen from time to time. It's not done intentionally, of course. But now it is Evo's break, and he has 2 of them. Guaranteed to have 2 breaks. He needs to win, ideally 2 of them, to keep him 4 ball. Needs to keep running. Oh dear me. Evo's just not having the run at all on his breaks. Looked like for all the world he was going to have a good opener, until the 4 ball decided, not today my friend. You can hit the 2, but don't think he can pot it. Is he trying to bend it? This could be dangerous. Yeah, he's trying to make something happen. You had to hit that much softer. This is a very tough one though. The 2 does go down the rail, but he's going to have to jack up, I think, if he wants to get back on this 3. This could be a worldie of a shot if he does decide to go for it. Going forward doesn't help him, unless he just takes the 2 and he's playing safe. Oh, that might have stuck out though. He's lost the cue ball a little bit. He might just have the edge of the 4. We'll see in a moment. Yeah, just leaked out. So a chance does fall to Evo. Really needs to take these chances now to stay within this match. So all he can really do is try and hold his breaks from now and hope that Zalinski basically doesn't get a chance on his break, because pretty much every chance he's had, he's cleaned the balls, cleared the table I should say. Yeah, he's in good shape here. Might even just play a stop shot maybe, just to leave a nice angle on the 8. Yeah, just keep it simple. Let the cue ball do the work. Just push the cue through. Don't need to go crazy. How's the pace? Looked a little bit short, but he's okay. Still in that safe space. Should be fine. Just what he needed. Bit of a loose safety from Victor. Gave Ivo a sniff, and he made the most of it. That's all he can do from now and here on out in this match, and hope that Victor gives him more chances. Given that it's the 2 breaks per player format, you would kind of think it's Victor's match to lose, if I can say it that way. He's definitely going to have a handful of breaks between now and the end. Ivo hoping to get a ball here so he can get another 1. 2 ball. Needs to get that ball past the head string, and he does. So he just makes the points. Does have a look at the 1 ball. Three ball is kind of near the centre pocket, so not straightforward position, even though it is in the open. The 1 ball has got a bit of angle. It's all about pace, this. Played it well. He's going to have to play another 1 though. I think he can just play down towards that right diamond and check it straight back up the table. Yeah. Might have to play a combo though. 5-6 doesn't look too bad. If he can land straight behind it, would be ideal. He's got a nice angle for that. Needs to slow down. Needs to slow down. This just makes this combo way more missable. If he was right behind it in a straight line, I'd probably say it's a 10 out of 10, but when you're playing combos from these kind of angles, it's so much harder to judge. Yeah, that's why he's not even taking it on. Don't blame him. Doesn't want to let Victor come back to the table, but he also doesn't want to be too rash, because things can change in a match. He's not out of this match yet. Well, Victor playing a little bit of speed to try and get some distance. Hasn't worked out. So a good shot from Ivo there, which earned him a chance. Just wondering, can he draw into this enough to miss the 7 and go 2 rails close to the corner pocket? Yes, he can. Very well done. So Ivo with a chance here to close another 1 down. Needs to pull up. Needs to pull up. Doesn't want to be on the rail. He's still okay. Just puts a little bit of extra pressure on. The good thing is he can get his cue to the centre or the bottom of the 8 ball, so it just makes it that little bit easier. Oh, he's in the middle of the 50-yard line. Just gets enough on it. Yeah, he can reach this. Should be fine. That's what you need to win the racks. And now this is where the pool gods need to help. So Ivo is just taking a short time out. I'll do the same. I'll be back in a couple of minutes for the conclusion of this match. Don't go anywhere. It's heating up nicely for a good climax. Back in a short moment. So Evo back after a short break. Maybe felt there was a good moment just to regroup himself. This is where Zalinski has a couple of breaks. And all of a sudden, these breaks are quite important. Of course, every break's important, but if, for whatever reason, Zalinski doesn't win both of these breaks, then it's 9-7. Evo has 2 breaks again. So he does make balls. Where's the 2? In the side. He's going to have a look at the 3 as well, I think. Judging by his body language, I think it's okay. It did look like the 6 ball is going to be a problem. So the question is, can he pot the 3 without scratching? Because he will have a look at the 4. 4 to 6 is going to be the shot, I think, if he can make this 3. Well, he's missed it. So this is the chance that Evo was hoping for. Fortunately for Victor, he hasn't left it on. However, Evo will be delighted to be back at the table if he can get some good cover here and put Victor in a lot of trouble. That would be ideal. How's the pace? Doesn't want to leave a gap, and I think he might have just left an edge, maybe. He's looking at it. Well, that's very tight. That's why he's going for the jump cue. This could go anywhere. It's coming back up table. Is he going to get the hook on the 4? He's had another little bit of roll, to be honest. It's a good hit. You expect him to make the contact on the 3. But probably a similar shot for Evo here. However, he wants to get that 3 up by the 4 on the top cushion if he can. Oh, he's going for the bank. Oh, what a great shot. Still got some work to do though. I don't know if he can pot this 4 in. This 6 ball is not a nice one to get on. Yeah, he's decided to play the pot and then try to play the good safe behind the 8 ball. Really important that he gets this tight up behind that 8. I'm surprised. I thought he might have played a little bit of a stun shot just to put the 6 ball a little bit further away. This 6 ball is very hittable from there, one rail, and with it being so close, there's a chance he could pot this, or well, he's definitely going to hit it, I think. Oh, as he put it in the top, he's going to have a bit of roll here. Yeah, I think Victor's having a little bit more of a rub of the balls in these situations. It's making a big difference. This is really not nice for a safety shot either. Don't even think there's a bank on. This is not a nice position. You might even have to go and try and kick this in. Sounds a bit wild, but you could try and double it a couple of rails down behind the 9 maybe. Yeah, Victor had a bit of a roll there. It was just one of those really strange positional shots where safety shot wasn't really that obvious. He tried to get some cover with the cue ball. However, I do think when he played that safety shot just a moment ago and left the cue ball behind the 8, I do think playing that 6 with a little bit more pace, playing like a stun shot behind the 8 was maybe better, just to make the 6 ball more difficult to hit. That's the thing in this day and age. Playing a safety shot is one thing, but making it as difficult as possible. There's so many players are good at kick safes and jump shots. You almost have to make it impossible as much as you can, and giving someone a one real simple kick shot is, yeah, it's probably just not good enough in certain situations. Yeah, it was a good bank there. It was a good 4-ball as well. Maybe we'll see the 6-ball safe here. Maybe not, but you could see the 6-ball needed to be a bit further away, I think, for me, just to make it that little bit more difficult for Victor. Nevertheless, he is on the hill and he's one rack away from the last 16 tomorrow. Will he be able to take it on his own break? Or will Evo get another chance to hang into this match? Makes balls and the points. Doesn't really have a shot on the 2. However, I think Evo's going to be in a lot of trouble after this shot. There's 2 balls, you will see in a moment, up next to the top left pocket. The 4 and the 5 are very good places to hide a cue ball. That could be where Victor is looking at. Just draw this off of 2 rails, put it behind the 4. Oh, that's absolutely awful. This is not, he's not hitting this ball from here, I'm afraid. I think if he hits this ball from here, probably up there with the greatest escape of all time. I don't even think he can, if he can get in between that 4 and 5, he has a little ray of hope. Well, if he can get through there, then he does have a half chance, but this is incredibly difficult. Oh, wow. That is incredible. What an effort. That's just a, wow. I think that's the story of the match for me. How he's gone around that 2-ball is incredible. What can you do? What can you do? So for me, it's all about this 7-ball. He hasn't looked at it yet. It's hard to tell from this camera angle. Maybe from the overhead we might get a chance to see if it's really on that cushion or not. How close it is to that centre pocket. There you see, it's a great angle there. That's on the cushion. This is not a gimme 7. He needs to get good on this 6 to get behind the 7 to play it in the same pocket as this 5. Oh, he's okay. He's going to have to drag this in with left-hand spin. I think he can. Drag this in with loads of right-hand spin and drift the cue ball over to the side of the table. This is not easy. These ones can be, they might look straightforward, but the point on the centre pocket, he's going to have to play this up the rail. You do have to miss the point. Well, he made light work of that. I think this is good night, Vienna. So this 9-ball to end Evo's hopes of the last 16, and Victor Zalinski takes it 11 racks to 5. Really solid there from Zalinski, to be honest. Broke well, played well. Maybe a little bit more run than Evo, but all in all, he was very, very solid. Well done to Victor. He will be back tomorrow for the last 16, and I will be back tomorrow for the last 16, 10 AM local time. Be great if you could join us for those matches. I've been Graham Hickman. Thanks for everyone who joined for today, and we will see you again tomorrow. Bye for now.